and I think the chairman of the Budget Committee has done a fantastic job. And to the gentleman from Maryland, I know it's been difficult this week. You've stood in a difficult position, and now you're presenting your budget, and you've been in opposition to many of the budgets put forward, including the President's last night, and I know it's tough. What we're addressing here right now, Mr. Chairman, I think is a lot of numbers, a lot of charts, a lot of rhetoric. We hear that. But what we know is that Washington has not been forthright with the American people. I mean, for far too long, the top's been getting a bailout, the bottom's getting a handout, and now who's going to get stuck with the bill? It's our kids. That's who's going to get stuck with the bill. So why can't we, for once, instead of looking at charts and numbers and throwing it all out there, just look through the lens of how will this budget impact our children and their future, their opportunity, their prosperity? Is this a budget that presents equal outcomes, or is it going to be one that presents equal opportunities? Can we not look through that lens for once, Mr. Chairman? And I would say that the budget that the gentleman's put forward is one more about equal outcomes. It's more taxes, it's more government solutions. You know what? Why don't we provide more opportunities and more prosperity for the children of the next generation? That's the lens that I believe we should be looking through. And this is why. Because whether we believe it or not, whether we're willing to recognize it, we are scribes of time right now. History is being written based on the discussions, the outcome, the debate that we have. We are the ones who are determining what history will reflect back on and say we did at this time and what the future exists like later. What will we choose? What will we write? Will this be the chapter that concludes with the words, "the end"? Or will we write a chapter that we can turn the page and hand the pens off to the next generation? Mr. Chairman, it is my hope that we take our pen, that we pass it to the next generation, that we can turn the page, that we can move forward, and we can provide a new chapter, a new beginning, one that is a beginning that leads to another future of opportunity and prosperity. And I believe that only happens if we pass the Republican budget that we have before us today. So, Mr. Chairman, I yield back the balance of my time.